Hello. Hello, hello, hello. My microphone is not facing towards me. Oh no. Oh, gotta get that crisp audio for all of you. Hello. It's wonderful to see all of you. Welcome on in. Happy Saturday. I hope all of you are having a beautiful Saturday, a lovely weekend. Hello, hello, hello. So sorry that I forgot to re-enable the dailies. That did kind of throw off the podium now, didn't it? Because let's see, we got Azzy stealing gold moments after I re-enabled the dailies, followed by Griff with silver, and then Lady, poor Lady who was going to grab gold, only got bronze. So sorry about that, Lady. But hello, everyone. Welcome on in. I saw a Jaco in here who is doing a lurk. Best of luck with your stream today, Jaco. I hope that I can pop in later. And I also saw Void. Hi, Void. I hope that all of you are doing amazing today. I've been thwarted once more. I'm so sorry, lady. I'm contributing to your downfall. I'm so sorry. um, your speepy. Oh, I get that. Okay, I had a plan, right? I had this whole plan in my head that I was going to be asleep by midnight and then wake up at 8 a.m. so I could be refreshed and I could get everything ready for stream. But I couldn't fall asleep until 2 a.m. And then I woke up at 8 and thought, nah. And I drifted back to sleep for another 45 minutes. So I was not able to get up nice and early, but we're still here on time, so I'll take it. Hi, villain. Welcome on in. You can always just reset the dailies again. Nah, 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 nah. Nope, they're set just for one per stream. Rookie mistake, planning to sleep. Absolutely. Welcome on in, Hades. It's great to see you. So, our plans for today have changed slightly. We are still doing Poke Farm for the first half of the stream. I think that's probably going to be um a constant for Saturday because creator program and all that good stuff. And also I'm addicted to the game. And then after we take a break in about 2 or so hours and I grab some lunch, then that is where the plans change a little bit. So originally I was planning on playing the Animal Crossing update until I tested it's exclamation point PFQ lady. Do I have it written wrong? I hope I don't. That'd be embarrassing. No, I don't. Okay. Um And I was testing my capture card last night and it simply would not work. The cords all worked just fine, but I don't know if my capture card is too old because I guess it is like 5 years old at this point. Or if it just decided to be mean to me, but it wouldn't work, so we cannot stream Animal Crossing today. Very sad. Um, and so when we get to that point in the stream, I have a few. I don't have a throne, Azzy. um, when um when we take our break and I get lunch and we come back, I am going to do a little poll with everyone with options of stuff that we can do. I have a couple games that are an option. We could also just do an art stream. I'm perfectly happy to do that. We can continue working on the doodles that I owe people from the art stream earlier this week. Stuff like that. I follow you. Well, I physically have a throne page, but I don't have anything on it. Or if I do, I need to remove them because I own everything on my throne now. Zan, you need a throne for your majesty. Listen, I was going to get a throne until I looked into the taxes of it, and that counts as income. And some of you can be very generous, which I do appreciate, but I can't pay taxes with a new capture card. So I don't want to claim that as income. I would rather just get actual money and then buy it myself so I can also have money to pay my taxes. Maybe when I'm big enough and I have enough income, then I can open up a throne again. But as it is, I can't afford to do that. I do have a copy. That is true. Okay. So, with all of that being said, today is the last day of the type race on Poke Farm, and so we are going to be trying to get some of our last hatches in for the next couple of hours. And I am very excited about that, and we can look over things and review what's been going on. I can inform you guys about how I'm doing with the creator program. Um, Obviously there is no competition within the creator program, but there is in my brain, you see. And at the moment, as of the latest update, I'm winning, but only barely. I've got, let's see, as of yesterday, I have 14 people that have used my code, and 2 of them have qualified, so hit enough that it counts for the promo code, which is very exciting. I know one of them is Lady. I'm not sure who the other one is. Um, but I am very happy and very grateful. It's lovely to see more people coming in and joining the website and enjoying it enough to get that far for it to qualify. So that's very exciting. And today, I hope that you all will join me while we continue with a bit of clicking and having a bit of fun and chatting. So let me send us on over. Here we are. Move some of my windows around just a little bit. Alrighty. We're still hatching Caterpie. I did get one Milan this week, for the type race, which is great. But I still want to get one more, because I'm at 4 of the 5 that I want to get. Have all the Caterpie eggs been snatched up? They might have been. So we'll grab these 2 from my daycare, and then we'll just grab some stuff from the lab. Um, Dang, no bugs? Oh, I don't have it set, that's why. Please highlight bugs for me. There we go. You should talk about perfect breeding pairs. So, when you are making a pair in the daycare, you can make a perfect breeding pair, and the perfect is base 80% here. And the way to get base 80% is to have 2 Pokemon who are in the same stage of evolution. So in this case, they're both Butterfrees. From the same species, same stage of evolution, same nature. These ones are both docile, I think. Yeah, both docile. Um, and that is how you get base 80, I believe. Um, because it's base 20. You get a plus 10 for the same species, plus 8 for the same body type, plus 8 for same type matchup, which is basically if you have the same Pokemon, then their types will match up, their bodies will match up, etc. Plus 14 for nature matchup. Oh, and then they need to be from different trainers as well. So one of these is mine, one of these is from the shelter. That'll give you 20%. That gives you base 80. And then you get boosted from having max happiness. You get boosted from both of them being above level 50, and then lose percentage if they have a difference in level. So I'm still leveling up this Butterfree here. So right now that's giving me minus 40%. Happiness is gaining me an extra 38%. And then I also have a daycare boost, which gives me an extra 20% boost. And all of that together, when it's finished, when this Butterfree is at a full 100 level 100, then that should give me, I believe, 116% is the max cap. Um, might be more than that. I might be thinking of 16% as a twin chance, which I guess that would be 132%. Um, so when your modified is above 100%, the extra percentage, you take that, you divide it in half, and that is the chance of getting a twin pair of eggs, which is where you can adopt 2 eggs for the price of 1. There we go. So we're gonna be doing some easy today. It is a very good day considering that it is an X3 Niet day, which we got from the Super Saturday bonus because we actually capped out the Fab Friday bar, um, which has been happening more lately, but doesn't happen as often as it once did. It used to be that people were able to cap out the Fab Friday bar pretty easily. Um, and then it got increased so that it was a bit of a harder amount to get to. Um, and so now it doesn't happen quite every week. People really need to try to grind for it. But because it was the type race, that did make it a lot easier because you had a lot more people online that were clicking naturally anyway because the type race was coming to a close. And now that it's a Niet day and a Shazzy day, you have a bunch of people that are online clicking away trying to get their last type race points in. Speaking of, once we finish clicking on Jade162 here, we can go and check on the type race. I'm on Team Bug, and Team Bug is not doing well, but I didn't really expect them to because um, there's not a lot of bug Pokemon that have a high EHP, and so it's hard to get. I got so confused why I had a Smeargle for a second. um, and so it is what am I trying to say? It's so hard to multitask. Sorry. Um I've completely lost my train of thought. You'll never know what I was going to say because I completely forgot what was even coming out of my mouth. We'll grab some bug eggs from the lab since I don't have enough Caterpie to release yet, and we'll do that for a little bit. I ended up in Team Rock this time. Ooh. Yeah, let's go see how everyone's doing. All right, Team Rock isn't doing too bad. Kind of middle of the pack. I think ladies on Team Ghost, right? Also middle of the pack. Team Rocket? No, no, lady. Team Rock. As you can see, bugs all the way at the bottom. Um, and I think actually, there's a Team Red. Um, Yeah, there's a lot of the very common bugs are lower, and a lot of people will go for these ones. If people mostly did like the 5Ks, then I think that we probably would have gotten more points. And we even do have some 7Ks actually. I didn't realize that we had a couple of those. That's an exclusive, so people wouldn't really hunt that. But Anorith isn't too hard to do. And then of course there's also Larvesta. So there are some good bug options out there. Pardon me for the rough voice, by the way. I woke up with a sore throat. But the lower tier eggs is usually what people go for. I'm on Team Poison, but I haven't really touched the type race. That's fair. That's very fair. How is Poison doing? Oh, Poison's at the bottom with me. At least we're together, Void. But I can't really be too upset about Bug not doing too well because I haven't. One, I'm also hunting a low tier bug Pokemon, and two, I haven't been hatching a whole lot this week. I've been busy with work. But my main goal is to get my 13 of 15 fragments, which I believe is 3,500 points, which I don't know if we can get there in the next 5 hours, especially because I'm only going to be doing this for 2 hours. But we can certainly try our best. If we get Roos, then that'll probably help a lot because I can grab some eggs from the lab and whatnot. And with the Niet day going, that'll make it very, very easy to hatch. I'm just hoping we see a Tinkaton. I could show you a Tinkaton right now. Tinkaton is that Galar? I can't remember. Um, no, I actually don't think Tinkaton is Galar. It's probably whatever comes after Galar, right? There we go. Tinkatuff. There's Tinkaton. There she is. Just for you, Azzy. Cutie patootie with a giant hammer. Hammer. I am still missing a couple of Pokemon from my living decks that I will have to still gather. Hi Luke, welcome on in. Good afternoon, beautiful people. Right back at you. I hope you're having a lovely Saturday. Have you been up to anything? I don't know how early it is for people. It's still somewhat early for me, but I mean 10 a.m. people are still able to get some stuff done before 10 a.m. Depending on when you wake up, I suppose. Let's pop up here. Drop these guys off. Double check if there's been any more Caterpie eggs, but I don't think so. We'll release our eggs when we have like 50 or so. Hi Isaac, welcome on in. PFQ stream, let's go. We will be working on our type race for the next like 2 or so hours before we switch games. I had to work a lot recently, and recently I had a day off. I'm not doing anything if I can help it. That's so true. I hope that you have a great day off. What is the next tournament going to be? Adopt and hatch eggs bred in your day. Wait, so it's the same one as last week? Okay, yeah. I guess it'll be the exact same one as last week. Interesting. Well, that's fine. Okay. Professor Adam Monferno, yeah. I love the little NPCs with their little Pokemon. I never noticed that she's holding. I think that's a Ditto egg. Okay. So let's see. We finished the oh, look at that. Void right at the top. We did finish off the Pokeroos host. We'll do a bit of clicking in people's parties, and then we'll probably do some mass clicking in some of my friends' fields. I'm a decent Pokemon nerd, but I haven't heard of Pokefarm before. What's the objective here and what makes it different? So it is an online free-to-play clicking game. So it has a lot of clicking mechanics. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just clicking a whole bunch to help feed Pokemon or hold people's Pokemon eggs. And you breed them in order to get specials. You create shiny chains. So they have regular shinies, like in the canon Pokemon games, but they also have two more types of specials, which are called, here, I can show you some examples of them actually. Um, so we have the typical shinies, canon ones. And then they also have albinos, which look like this. So they take the colors and then they drain the colors from them. And then they also have melanistics, which are Pokemon with a lot of dark colors. And shinies you get with the usual sort of shiny chain. You can increase your chances of that. Albinos are through a completely different system that are entirely RNG based. You don't have to chain them, you can get them randomly. And then the way that you get a melanistic is if you hatch a shiny chance and an albino chance on the same Pokemon, they instead become a melanistic. You're almost running your own daycare? Yeah. It's very, very nice. People collect the melanistics like crazy. There's a whole like online trading system. And if you want to give PokeFarm Q a try, I am a part of their creator program. That's why I do streams here of the game. And as Lady put above there, you can use my account Xaandiir as your referral account, and then Scrapbook Gift as a promo code when you sign up. And you will then get some bonuses when you complete the tutorial. For putting me as your referral, you'll get a let's see, you get a custom CS that you share with me. So return these to positions. So these are some of the referral ones that you can get. The little Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu are my favorite. I also like the Kecleon brothers. There's Cheerleader, Plusle, and Minun, and there's just a whole bunch of um different ones that you can get. Do they have like all of them on display on the referral page? It doesn't look like it. But there's a whole bunch of types that you can get. And then if you use my promo code, you will get a free Sylveon Megastone when you unlock Mega Evolution. If decide to try it, I'll absolutely use code xaandiir. I'll at least try it and use your code anyway. I appreciate that. They've got a nice little incentive system for the content creators where if a certain number of people use your codes and make it through the tutorial, then you get prizes and whatnot. So I'm definitely shilling it out everywhere I can, but mostly because I really like the game. And I want as many people as possible to play it because I've been playing this game since 2018 and I'm still playing it. Um and they're coming out with some very interesting changes to the game this year. They've got a whole little roadmap. Mostly it is updating a lot of stuff on the site to make it more interesting to play and a little bit less grindy. Or at least giving you more things to do so that it doesn't feel quite as grindy. And then they're actually making a really big change at the end of the year where they are removing the shelter, which is a way that people can get Pokemon and eggs. There's been a lot of discourse on the site about it because the shelter has been around since the inception of the site, I'm pretty sure. So people are uncertain about removing it, but I'm tentatively hopeful. I just want to see how it is going to be before I judge it too hard, you know? Do, 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 do. A melanistic Riolu, Lucario, or Cubone would be amazing. Yes. Hang on, I might have at least one of those. Let me go check my fields. Let's see. Can you stop highlighting things? Ooh, thank you. Yeah. Pretty sure. Yeah, I have Marowak. I'm pretty sure I do have Cubone in one of these fields. I don't know about Riolu and Lucario. I might. Where's Cubone? There's Cubone. A little andesite. Little cutie. What's your favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon is Hoenn Zigzagoon. I don't really like the Galarian Zigzagoon all that much, but I love Hoenn Zigzagoon. I have my There they are. Hi Achilles. Hi Patroclus. They're so cute. Look at them. They're so tiny and adorable. Hi Achilles. I love them. There we go. You're the first Zigzagoon I've ever met. I assume the first Zigzagoon lover. Um, my favorite used to be either Charmander or Eevee. I was very basic. Um, but then I played a Pokemon fan game that had a Zigzagoon in it, and I just fell in love with the little guy. So that is when Zigzagoon became my favorite, and now I just adore them. They're so silly. Let's see. Grab some more from the lab. The problem with Niet Days is that the Pokemon will hatch before I really can get Pokemon made in my daycare. Easy there, the classics are famous for a reason. That's true. That's true. I still really, really love Eevees a whole lot. Um, I used to get a lot of Eevee adopts, just because I wanted just a whole bunch of Eevees that looked all cute and adorable. And Eevee is still a main character in like a little comic thing that I'm making. I saw a Grottle. I loved her twig. Oh yeah, they're so good. I think Turtwig was Yeah, I really liked Turtwig when I played Sinnoh. I'm pretty sure that I still got Chimchar because I'm a sucker um, for the fire starters. I love almost every fire starter. I think the only one that I don't really like is Tepig, but honestly, I don't love any of the starters from that gen. Not for any particular reason. They just don't really vibe with me. Um, but that's just a me thing. A comic thing you're making? I need to be around here more often. Tell me about it. So I can actually show you because I actually do post it on this website. See. So it's called the Year of Wilting Alidias, and Alidia is a made-up flower. Um, and it follows a shiny Eevee and a Riolu, and it takes on a similar aspect to the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, if you've ever played those. And so it takes place in a world with no humans; it's just Pokemon. Um, and story the world that it takes place in, Pokemon that um have colors that differ from the usual canon Pokemon designs, those are seen as bad omens. They're considered taboo within this world. And so our Riolu has slightly different colors than a typical Riolu does, with the black ears and the all white, so there's no yellow collar or anything like that. And the colors are a bit duller. And so they're kind of seen as um that they kind of bring about bad luck, and shinies especially, because usually they have very different colors in comparison to their canon versions. They are especially seen as taboo because they're very rare. You don't see a whole lot of them, and usually when they show up, they there's been many stories that they bring bad luck and terrible things happen. And so obviously, that is not great for our shiny Eevee protagonist. Um, and so the story opens up with a story that kind of goes over the lore of the world, which follows Eveltal and Xerneas, how Zygarde keeps the balance of things. And then it's revealed that Gale, who is our little Riolu, is like, well, hey, that's like a bad story, Grandma. Um, and there's like a bit of exposition dump about the whole colors thing that I talked about. And then it jumps to the modern day where Gale is out and he traveling on his own. Um, all that good stuff. He's all alone, so sad. And then it also shows us our Eevee who wakes up and has no idea where she is or who she is. Brain completely blank, does not even know her name. And then there's not too much in the comic after this because I don't work on it a whole lot. It's mostly just a very casual side project that I update like once a year. Um, but she will end up meeting Gale, and then he will kind of take her in because he understands what it is to have this like taboo against how you look and how there's not really anything that you can do about that. And so he'll take her in and they will form a adventuring party, a rescue team if you will. Um and they will go on little adventures together and try to figure out what is up, and if they can find out Silver, who is the Eevee, they'll see if they can figure out Silver's memories and all that good stuff. Sorry, you got me ranting. You sly dog, you caught me monologuing. Some of my favorites right now are Cyndaquil, Bagon, and Larvitar. Those are very good ones, Griff. Those are very, very good. This is so nerdy and I love it. I'm familiar with the Mystery Dungeons. Oh wait, I'm trying to remember a game. Pokemon Rangers? Oh yeah. Pokemon Rangers is also a very good game series. The Mystery Dungeon games are my favorite. I adore all of them. There's a couple in the series that I still haven't played yet, but even conceptually, I really, really love them. Um, but oh, pressed the wrong button. Um, but I've always been really inspired by the Mystery Dungeon games, and this story has actually been in my head since probably like high school, maybe even sooner than that. Before I joined the website, I've had this like idea floating around in my head. Um, and so it just became a matter of I need to actually make my comic, but sticking with a comic when I have all these other projects is very difficult. So I don't treat it as something that like I want to get big or anything. It's more so just like a little side thing for anything. Um, I never played Legends. Was it good? Like Legends Arceus and Legends ZA? Is that what you mean? Oh, thank you for the munch. I've got some grapes with me. I'll eat one of those. Oh, no worries. No worries at all, Luke. Um, I enjoyed Legends Arceus for the most part. I liked that it was a new take on the Pokemon formula. I liked that it added something new. Um, but it overall felt a little too grindy to me. I didn't ever finish Legends Arceus, and that's actually why I did not pick up Legends ZA. I was excited for Legends ZA because it is my favorite region. I love the Kalos region, but I was not very interested um in what the gameplay was like with Legends Arceus, and from what I saw of early trailers and whatnot, it looked aesthetically and kind of the way that it played looked really bad. Um and so I ended up not actually getting it. I've heard mixed reviews on ZA. I've heard that it's still very fun and it's a good take on the Legends formula, but that um the story I think I've heard is a little clunky, and there is still some optimization problems and whatnot. But I can't really speak to that because I myself haven't played it. I'm very partial to the Sinnoh region because it was my introduction to Pokemon. So real. That's so fair. Yeah, Legends Arceus takes place in like a feudal version of the Sinnoh region, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. It's been a while. Oh, we got an albino! Little snom. Cute. Um, but I also really like the Sinnoh region. My first Pokemon game was Fire Red, so I was introduced to the Kanto region, therefore I love it a whole lot. Um, and I could probably replay that game over and over again. Hello, welcome on in, Rose. How are you doing? Happy Saturday. Sinnoh has some of the best Pokemon though. They have a whole lot of classics. Like all three of the starters were very classic. You've got Starly, that's a classic, going up to Staraptor. Um, you have a lot of classics in that game, I think. So it is a very good region. I'm just sad about the remakes for Diamond and Pearl because they just felt extremely cheaply made. Again, I didn't play them, so I guess I can't super speak to it, but I don't know. I wasn't a fan of the trailer when I saw it. It looked bad to me. I just got a Beldum from the shelter? Heck yeah! That's awesome. The shelter has some very good Pokemon in there. I'm good, how about you? I'm doing pretty well. I do have a bit of a sore throat, although I think it's going away as I'm talking. Uh, and my back is sore. But, other than that, I can't really complain. I'm having a great time with all of you. And playing some Poke Farm, which, very fun, very nice. Pardon me. Sorry to cough in all of your ears. Hi, Mindy. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a great Saturday. It's nice to see you. Let's see. I'll probably switch to doing some mass clicks, I think. Okay, we'll start with the people that are online. Do that. Been watching Superman and Lois all day. Ooh, how's that? Oh, we got another albino. Nice. Oh, I'm sorry. My field is full. I haven't actually seen that. I hope it's good. They're doing 65. We can release those eggs. Then we can check them in like 5 minutes to see if they have arrived in the shelter. I may have watched 12 episodes in 2 days. I'm going to assume that that means that it's a very good show then. If you're watching that much. Ugh, such good music. I like it, yeah. I'll have to check it out. I don't actually watch a whole lot of um superhero type stuff. DUI. Absolutely. I need to learn all the lyrics. That song. I could kind of sing it when the actual song is playing, but I don't know all the lyrics perfectly to do it off the rip. Catch that Joltic. Hop back over here. Bergen truck. Ugh. Toby Fox's music is so pretty. Sorry I got too much Undertale Deltarune brain rot. Hey, you don't have to apologize. I'm right there with you. I was obsessed with Undertale when it came out. Which actually fun fact about that, I got really into Undertale at the same time that I got really into the singer Halsey. And so I heavily associate one of her albums with Undertale because I would just listen to it on repeat, but it's like the most dramatic sort of songs ever. And so it's very funny to listen to it, and I instantly get flashes of like Papyrus and Sans and Frisk as I'm listening to just Halsey wail about love problems. 14 out of 50 evolution, slowly grinding my way. You're doing great, Griff. You're doing awesome. The whole reason I do art. Oh, that's awesome. That's great, Rose. You have a favorite character in Undertale slash Deltarune? I mean, I don't even know why I'm asking. Of course you do. Everybody's got their favorites. But I want to know who they are. My favorite in Undertale is Papyrus, and then my favorite in Deltarune is Chris. I just adore them so much. I want to know what's going on in their little head. I just want to help them, but they don't want me. Ooh, Kara and Rousey are very good choices. I also really like Kara, honestly. Their story is so sad. Have my eggs been delivered to the shelter yet? It does not look like it. Not yet. Back to the lab we go. We'll hold those. Oh, we have a new Pokeroos host. They're doing Machop. That was my first big chain on Poke Farm, actually. Oh, it brings back memories. Let's see. I think by the time we finish with our Poke Farm segment of the stream, we'll probably hit around 50,000 clicks. That might be a little bit overly generous, but we started at about 20,000 and it hasn't quite been an hour and we've done about 10K. So, I believe. Delivered to the shelter yet? Not yet. There we go. I'm probably not gonna be able to get all of the, fragments from, my personal type race goals, just because, Caterpie doesn't give a whole lot of points, and if I'm only gonna be hatching for another little bit over an hour, I just don't see it happening, unfortunately. But that's okay. I always like seeing what sort of boards people are keeping in their Poke Farm fields. Because there's some people that are like me that don't really hoard any kind of Pokemon. They just sort of have whatever their essentials are. And then there's some people that get really obsessed with one particular Pokemon and they want to keep just fields upon fields full of them. Come on, Poke Farm, you can load. I believe in you. There we go. The change has been around for a while, but I'm very grateful that hatching other Pokemon doesn't break your shiny chain anymore. Because it makes moments like this where I can't have my Pokemon in the shelter yet a lot easier. I don't feel like I'm quite wasting time by not hatching anything. If I start playing, you're gonna see a full graveyard of ghost type Pokemon. That's awesome though. I've seen a lot of people who just kind of focus on hatching one type of Pokemon. um and they'll end up getting just a completed badge because they're just hatching that one type and so they're getting a whole bunch of gems. I think it's very nice. Me would think a ton. Some people's got have their favorites, you know? Do 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 do. Ugh, when will my Caterpie return from the war? They will release these ones also. Oh, we finally have a twin chance. It's a very low twin chance, but still. Oh, I forgot to grab some fresh eggs. You always want to have your party filled with eggs. Otherwise, you're wasting your clicks. I've become attached to Mischievous because of the type race. That's always great though, lady. I think what I like about this website is that you can start to develop certain feelings about Pokemon based on your hunts with them. Like I have a weird like love-hate relationship with Machop because I don't really like fighting Pokemon, but it was my first main chain and I believe my first Milan. So, I still have a bit of a love for the Pokemon even if I don't really like it just on its own. And then there's other Pokemon that I just have beef with, like Happiny I've grown to have beef with, and um Cleffa I have beef with because I just couldn't get the specials that I was hunting for so long. Having a full team of cat-like Pokemon or dog-like Pokemon could also be kind of cool. Ooh, yeah. Some people put together really fun Pokemon in their showcase. My favorites are when people use unknowns to spell out something. I think that's very cute. Ugh, I have like this one muscle in the middle of my back that keeps getting irritated. Oh, when I'm doing my clicks. I don't know if I'm sitting weird or what. I'm sitting up straight. My favorite was Evie before, who's super cute, but then I discovered Tink, and honestly, I'm obsessed. I need all the merch, all the cards, all the plushies and accessories. Oh, it's so great when a specific Pokemon really just hits like that. Oh, a new referrer. Let's go. Okay. Oh, our Caterpies are finally showing up. It was about time. Okay, did we finish clicking? Yes, we did. Okay. We are missing some of their Pokemon somewhere, but oh well. Back to mass clicking. Eevee was also my favorite for a very long time, Azzy. It's just so cute. It's adorable and so tiny and fluffy. How can you not love Eevee? I also really like that with Pokemon, no matter what, there will always be a Pokemon that is someone's favorite. Um, and I just think that's very, very sweet. Especially because there are some very weird Pokemon out there that I've definitely looked at Pokemon and just thought, how are you anyone's favorite? But I know that there is someone out there. We'll put these back on. Okay, now that our Caterpie is finally showing up in the shelter, we can finally start grabbing them again. One more. I've been trapped? What have you been trapped by? What's going on, lady? There we go. Oh, your dogs. Well, they don't want you to leave wherever you are. I cannot move. It will disrupt the puppies. You have to give them all of the love and attention, obviously. Oh, yeah, to me. Oh, Yasumi. Oh, Yasu. Oh, I love the song. All of the eggs really do hatch just so fast on a Niet day. Okay. I keep trying to count to 6 when I only have 5 slots because I'm still trying to level up this Butterfree. Bowen Enjoyer? I am a Bowen Enjoyer! The music is so pretty, and I love the vibes of it. Whatever that genre of music is, it reminds me of Jack Stauber as well, who I also really like. Who I also really love. It's just good. It's good music. Me, oh, yeah, do, me, oh, yeah, do, me, oh, yeah, do. Keep trying to count to 6. It feels like how walking on the ledge of a building high above everything is. Yeah, it does kind of give that vibe, that atmosphere, that feeling in your tummy. I think I just like a lot of music that has a lot of more experimental sounds like this versus straightforward instruments. It just gives a particular flavor that I really like. I've been really digging Were the Kids stuff for Big Top Burger. I don't think I've heard of that before. I'll have to look into that after stream. Do they have a similar sort of sound, or is that just a different artist that you're recommending? 'Cause I'm happy either way. One. We'll actually count it out this time. We gotta get to five. Two. Looks like we're running out of eggs. Three. Four. Five. There we go. Release those ones as well. Where the Kids is great. They do a lot of animation stuff. It's a cartoon made in Blender. Gotcha. Okay. It's an original cartoon. I see. I thought that they were just like a band sort of a thing. But the guy behind it makes the music for the show. Gotcha. That's cool. Ooh, another referral. Hell yeah. Look at all those referrals we're getting. I hope that those people enjoy. I actually want to go and click on their eggs. I hope that they enjoy the game. I appreciate them. They actually joined on a very good day because there's such a good bonus happening right now. Yeah, that's three, four. Oh, hey, that's me. I appreciate you using my referral code. Thank you so much. I hope that you enjoy the game. And if you ever need anything, feel free to message me. I am more than happy to help out new people. I put it in the media channel so it's easier to find. Thank you, Griff. I appreciate that. I will definitely check that out after stream. If you've ever seen that one Monster Factory Pam thing made by the same folks. Oh, like the little animatic? I think you've shown me that one, lady. If that's what you mean. Where's my water? I'm thirsty. An ad is going to start in about 5 minutes, just so people are aware. There we go. Put that over there. The Niet bonus really does make it so that these Pokemon hatch so fast. Okay. Caterpie eggs are getting harder to find. Hatching them too fast. 3, 4, 5. Oh, I miscounted. I was already at 5. I can't even count to a simple number. Let's see. New Pokeroos host. Devenyi. One day I'll get Pokeroos again. Yeah, that one? Alright, good. I had the brain for it. I could remember. It does not happen very often, but when it does, it does. Oh, I should be grabbing my training bags while we're doing clicks, actually. I'm losing out on free money. Slow down a bit. Make sure that all of that gets registered. There we go. and then switch to somebody else. I'm free. I'm glad that the dogs have finally released you. Were they trapping you out in the hall or were they trapping you in your room? If they were out in the hall, then I can see why you were wishing to be free. Ah, on the couch. Of course, you are missing out on such valuable clicking time. Oh, we got an albino. Let's go. I like to keep track of my stats while I'm hatching. Let's see. That was one after that. There we go. Grabbing a bit more Caterpie, if we can find them. Okay. I'm actually able to find a few of them. It's 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Oh, we finally have a twin as well. We'll release the singles. Your hatching stats, or your hats for short. I don't know if hats is going to catch on, lady. I don't know about that one. You might want to workshop that one a little bit more. I really can just click for hours, though. I guess until the carpal tunnel sets in. Then it's Jover. No, trust you? I don't know, lady. I just don't see it catching on. Hats are the next big thing? I don't know, that people might get confused with the article of clothing. Have you thought about that in your marketing? Yeah. 4, 5, 6. All right, I only need 5. Why do I keep counting to 6? When will I learn? It's got to catch on. It's Pokemon. Okay, I think that's a bit of a stretch of a pun, lady. I think you're really stretching it there. Um, One of the funniest things, by the way, on PokeFarm is that when a new variant gets released, a lot of people try to hunt it to get the um ads are about to start, by the way. Apologies for ad jail. Um, but a lot of people will try to hunt the new variant. And when they're hunting the new variant, they're going to get a lot of the canon Pokemon eggs. Like a recent variant that came out was Deep Sea Sableye. So you could get the Deep Sea Sableye eggs, but you'll get a whole lot of regular Sableye eggs instead. And so people will release their regular Sableye eggs into the shelter, and the shelter just gets absolutely flooded by this one type of Pokemon. It's very funny. Hats is pronounced hats, while hats is pronounced hats. I feel like it should be spelled differently then. I don't know, lady. I don't think this is your best workshopping, I gotta say. I've seen you come up with better concepts. Another albino. We're rolling in it. That was 3. There we go. One, 2, 3. Then we'll grab the twin. Oh, there's another twin in here. Wow. You could stand by it, lady, but I cannot agree with it. That. Go to fields. There we go. We're almost at 2,500 for the type race. Pretty good. Oh, gotta stretch out my back. I wonder what I should do for lunch when we do get to our lunch break in about an hour. I'm thinking that I'll probably just make a sandwich, which is nice and easy, although it is fairly boring as well. You know, something that has been happening to me lately in the house is that every time I open the fridge, our bottom shelf will just fall and spill out a whole bunch of jars and such. But it's only with me. It doesn't happen with anyone else. I don't think I'm opening the fridge wrong. At least I really hope I'm not. That would be embarrassing if I'm somehow opening a fridge incorrectly. But I don't know why it's only breaking for me. Why does the fridge hate me specifically and want me to clean up glass from when one of those jars inevitably breaks? I have no idea. Also, welcome back from Agile. Thank you for bearing with me. Doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. Just casually kicking my legs while I wait for my ghost types to appear. I hope that you can get just a whole bunch of ghost types. When you're first starting out, it's hard to find anything that you want because, yeah, okay, I was just there. Because you need to fill out your Pokédex mostly. Open the fridge a little bit and see if it spooks them. But if I open it just slightly and then I see that it's starting to break, what am I supposed to do in that situation? I can't reach into the fridge faster than the shelf breaking. Don't worry, I'm patient. Parentheses, I'm not. Unfortunately, this game does rely a bit on patience. You are able to uh kind of force your way through stuff, but I should mention the quality of life stuff. Oh, I should. So for anybody that has just started playing and you're wondering why I have a bunch of stuff that you don't have, that's because of the quality of life user scripts that are available. So if you go to your farm page, which I do believe you have to unlock it after hatching a Pokemon and adopting something from the shelter, I believe. Um, but when you go here, you can go to options and then under user scripts, they have some user scripts that are endorsed by the website. And you're able to get accessible interactions and QOL, which is quality of life. Accessible interactions is what gives you these buttons to hatch things so you don't have to click each one individually. That also works in fields, although I don't use it unless I'm on mobile because it's slow. And then QOL will do a bunch of stuff like putting the shelter into a grid, allowing you to add little search bars. That's why my Caterpie eggs get highlighted. Stuff like that. And then for the big box that I click when I am clicking in fields, you get that from under guides. There's a guide called One Button Fields and you would grab this here. Um, and then if you're on Firefox, you can install it using the stylus extension, or you can put the code into your CSS page, and that will get you the big button in the corner so that you don't have to keep moving your mouse around. Those three things together make PokeFarm a lot smoother of an experience, in my opinion. There's a little bit less of constantly moving your mouse you have to do, and um, you are able to mouse click way easier because you don't have to think too hard about um, what berry you're feeding your Pokemon or where your mouse is and stuff like that. But lady, you're known as Lady Melon on here now. Everybody knows you as the watermelon lady. Starbound, you have such pretty music. You right, you right. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. And 5. We'll release the singles and hold on to the twins. I have a reputation now. Where do you get the code for transparent fields and all the Pokemon centered in the field? The Pokemon centered in the field is part of QOL. It gives you this little box here, and you could click sort in middle, and that keeps them all there. I don't have transparent fields. I've just changed the background image of the fields to be this little grid image that I have. Um, and that is a separate code that you would have to find. It's in one of these guides. It's in one of these skin guides. I don't know which one it is, but it's on one of these, and it has a code snippet so that you can change the field images. It looks like it probably loads faster. I don't think it loads any faster than anything else because it's just replacing one image with another, honestly. Sorry, Rose. I know I'm giving you a whole bunch of information and things kind of throwing at you all at once. Pokefarm does have a lot that you can do to customize it. You do have to be careful because you don't want to break the rules. The main rule is one click equals one interaction. So that means that you can't create a code or use a code that would automate something for you or that would do multiple clicks for you. Like auto clickers are not allowed at all. You can get in trouble or even banned off the site for that. Uh, so please be sure that you are not breaking any rules on the site or anything like that. But if the code is public and endorsed, especially if a moderator has posted in it and says that it's fine, then you are able to use that just fine. Very understandable. Yeah. That breaks the whole point of the game if you use an auto clicker. Ooh, can't type. 142. One, two, three, and then we'll grab another twin pair. Now we're getting into the groove of things with our Caterpie eggs. By the way that I'm able to click so fast, I'm not using an auto clicker. I have hotkeys set up, so I have several keys on my keyboard that each do a mouse click. Um, and so rather than just having the one mouse that I'm clicking over and over again, I have 6 buttons that I'm rapidly pressing between, like how you would type on a keyboard. And that's how I'm able to click this fast. I have the eggs type page on the wiki open so I can identify the ghosts. Oh, that's great. Hello. I hope you can get all of the ghosts. Persona mention, absolutely. I love Persona. I played through Persona 5 a couple of years ago, and that was my first Persona game, and I loved it. I fell in love with the series. Um, I still need to finish Persona 3, and then we're actually playing Persona 4 on stream every Thursday. I'm having a whole lot of fun with the Persona series, and I'm excited for the day that we get Persona 6 in like 10 years. You never see me coming. Never ever. But the day that Persona 6 comes out, I'm definitely playing that on stream. That's probably going to become, like, a daily stream game because I'm going to want to get through that game quickly. Oh, let me sit up a little bit. I'm starting to shrimp, and I cannot do that. It's not good for me. Never see it coming. Oh, the Persona music is so good. Of like every game, it's so good. I I keep trying to get 6 eggs. I will never remember that I can only have 5 eggs right now. Does anybody have any plans for the day later? The only plan that I have after stream is that I'm watching the new JJK episode. Very excited for it. The last 2 episodes have been very, very good. Excited to see more of the Culling game get animated. As terrified as I am of actually watching the Culling game animated, I'm excited too. After that, though, I have no idea if I'm going to be doing anything else all that special today. Let's see, next field. I have to go shovel snow at some point. Well, that's not fun at all. That is not fun. I hope that it is not too difficult to do. Tales of Tenorio is getting a new update and I want to play. I haven't heard of that before. What game is that? What's the style? What's the vibe? Five? Yes. It's Pokemon inspired game. Ooh! So is it like a fan game or is it Pokemon inspired as in it's a similar gameplay loop to Pokemon? I have a grocery delivery occurring, so I have snacks coming. Ooh, that's good, Azzy. I wish delivery was not so expensive where I live. I would get it a lot more because I used to live in an area where you couldn't get delivery ever. So if you wanted something, you had to go out and get it yourself. And now I live in a place where I can get delivery, but it costs an arm and a leg. So I still don't usually get delivery. You play for free because it's on Roblox. Oh, okay. Similar gameplay loop. Well, I hope that that's fun. I actually don't play a whole lot of Roblox. I did play why am I blanking on the name of it? I played so much of it. I just feel really dumb. Dandy's World, is that what it was called? Something like that. I played a lot of that game for a while when it got first popular. Um, but I haven't played it a whole lot in recent times. Mostly because I wouldn't really play it with random people. I grew up with Pokemon Brick Bronze, which was a Roblox Pokemon fan game. Cool. Yeah, I never really played Pokemon fan games. I did play 1 or 2 ROM hacks, on my computer, but even then, I didn't play a whole lot of them, and I never played them to completion. Dandy's World, correct? Alright. I had to really rack my brain and, uh oh, I've been interacting for a while, I know. That's the point, I've been streaming it. Um, the website is not happy with me because I'm clicking too much. I'll give it a second to calm down. Um, but I don't really play many multiplayer games of that sort as much. Uh, I have one or two that I play pretty consistently with some friends, but not really on Roblox. I highly recommend Tales of Tenorio if you want to play something new but still familiar gameplay wise. If that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. The next time I have a hankering for it, I will definitely give it a try. Sorry, there's nothing funnier than when a song from a video game that somebody recognizes comes on and then they just yell out the video game name. I find it so funny. But yeah, Subnautica. Let's see. I will grab you. Make it a little bit easier. Let's see, we're at just about 40K clicks and we still have half an hour. Yeah, I think we'll be able to hit 50K. I'm also very excited for Subnautica 2. That's another game that I will definitely be playing on stream when it comes out. Oh, that'll be so nice. I'm so excited. I hope that it will kind of return to form a little bit more than Below Zero did. I still enjoyed Below Zero a lot, but it didn't have kind of that same punch factor that the original Subnautica did because it just never felt like it had the same level of danger that the original Subnautica had, you know? Hi, Blue. Welcome on in. It's wonderful to see you. Happy Saturday. How are you doing? Grab this one. We'll release these. Doing good. How about you? I'm also doing pretty good. I woke up today thinking that I might have been getting sick, which did worry me because I had a pretty bad sore throat. But being up and talking, my throat doesn't hurt quite as bad anymore. So maybe I just had to use it, my voice, um, to get it to chill out. It does still, I don't know, it has a little bit of a tingling in the back of my throat. I worry that I may be getting sick because both of my roommates have been sick for like a week or a week and a half. And our apartment is not that big. So I have been breathing in their sick air for days. Hoping that's not the case. I'm also hoping that's not the case. I've been having vitamin C, as my mother has told me, even though I don't think that stocking up on vitamin C will necessarily do anything if I already have the germs inside of me. But what can you do? For the time being, though, the only thing that I have is a bit of a sore throat, so I'm holding out hope that, I don't know, I slept with my mouth open and so my throat got dry or something. Do, do, do. Grab a 1 and 2, 3, 4. I need to make an account, haven't gotten to try it yet. Well, there's no better way, no better time to try than the present. If you want to. Yeah, Lady's gotten very obsessed with it since I got her to make an account. I did not expect her to go quite all in on it. Unfortunately, today is a bit of an errands day, so I don't have much time to be here today. Aw, that's okay, Blue. You always have so many errands to run. When do you ever take a break? When do you ever relax?
Look at all those chickens. Amazon got blue comment 37 a page for the scrapbook. But I did notice my sub badge is missing and I can't have that.
Aw, thank you, Blue. Thank you so much for subscribing, especially with Prime, because you only get one of those. I super appreciate it. Thank you. And a 3-month streak. That's awesome. Been here basically from the start. That's so cool. Thank you. I super appreciate you. Okay, I clicked on you. That and that. We'll click on Kit. Oh yes, I almost forgot. Let's get some chickens in chat in celebration of the new page in the scrapbook. I super appreciate you and everyone here. Aw, Blue, I appreciate you. You're so sweet. You always bring such a joy to the stream when you're able to stop in. It's always wonderful to have you here. I feel like we're going to be running out of Caterpie eggs in here soon, if not already. Thank you, always trying my best to do so. Aw, you always succeed. I agree with Lady. Look at all those chickens. Wow. Okay. We are running out of eggs in the shelter, which is too bad. Throw those in there as well. All right, let's see. In about 30 minutes, we will take a break so I can go make some lunch, and then we will be switching gears. Deltarune, my beloved. Absolutely. The Deltarune music is also very, very good. Like, obviously, Toby, is a very good, musician. Very, very good composer. And so I knew that the music was going to be good, but it is impressive that he was able to make a soundtrack for a new game that is just as great and beloved as Undertale's was, considering just how iconic that is. All right, probably will have to go by then, but glad I could swing by. I'm also glad, Blue. I hope that all of your errands go well. Don't push yourself too hard. Please be sure to take care of yourself while you're out there. And keep safe as you're running around town. If you are. Maybe you're just doing stuff at home. I don't know. So I do think I have some time to make a PokeFarm account real quick. How can I do that with the promo codes? You can type !promo and it'll tell you what all of the codes are that you can input. Thank you, Azzy. So you would use Xaandiir as your referral account and then Scrapbook Gift as your promo code on the last page when you sign up. Do. What are you up to, by the way, Azzy? Are you just hanging out and having a chill time? Roma, hello! You just woke up? Well, welcome to the land of the living. It's wonderful to have you. Bro, I miss my husband. Who is your husband in Stardew? I may have to judge you. I won't actually judge you, but I may have to judge you. Depending on who it is. Sebastian? Sebastian's a good choice. Alright, no judging needs to be had. Sebastian's pretty good. My husband of choice in Stardew is Elliot because I love a silly romantic. Oh, he charms me. I also really like Harvey. Harvey is my second choice. because he's just so sweet. He's so sweet and he's so cute. I'm trying to fine tune the controller knobs on my keyboard synth because I replaced them, so I'm going to make sure they're aligned and it's a pain. Well, best of luck with that, Azzy. I don't understand what basically any of that means because I am not a technology person, but I'm still wishing you the best of luck. And I bet that you could figure it out, even if it's a pain. Let's see. Oh, we have a new Pokeroofs host. I'll check that after hatching and getting some fresh eggs. Delicious eggs. There we go. Our Butterfree is almost at level 100 as well. Slowly getting there. Oh, Roxyon. Oh. Oh, not this again. I promise I can keep interacting. I'm a shapeshifter. Okay, I did not get a ghost yet. I somehow got a starter egg. I think it's Tepig. Well, when you first make an account, you choose what starter it is. Oh, or do you just mean that you found a random starter egg in the lab? That's probably what you meant. Uh, but that's very cool. Yeah, just about any canon Pokemon that hatches out of an egg you can find in the lab. There are a couple that you can't find. Like I don't think you can find baby eggs. So you can't find Mime Jr., but you can find Mr. Mime. Um, and you can't find legendaries, obviously. And then exclusive and variants, you can't find those eggs. But congratulations on finding the Tepig egg. That's awesome. Oh, Rowlet as your starter. That is a very good choice. Rowlet's so cute. Just a little orb. Let's see. Grab these twins. Go back. Grab one of these. Go back. Shapeshifter. Masquerade. I believe when I started Pokefarm, I chose Vulpix as my starter. And at one point I gave my starter away, which does make me sad. I do wish that I still had it. I'm on the page where I get to choose my starter, and I have no clue because I've never touched a single Pokemon game. You've never touched a Pokemon game and you're starting Pokefarm for me? That's so sweet of you, Blue. Well, I'm partial, as I said, to Vulpix. Basically any fire starter. I really like. But I forget if the page shows you the Pokemon or if it's just the names. If it's just the names, then you should just do a roll of the dice and choose whichever name sounds coolest to you. They release the singles again. Go back into the shelter. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. I will want to know which one you end up choosing, Blue. It is Tepic, my baby. Ah, that's great, Rose. Double congrats on the pig. Oh, a quirky Tepig. Heck yeah. Do you like to collect any particular type of nature at all, Rose? I chose Piplup as a random choice. Oh, Piplup is a great choice. Adorable little penguin. Piplup is a very popular starter, I believe. So very good choice, Blue. The Gen 4 starter win! Let's go! I was hoping my luck would come in clutch. Honestly, you can't really go wrong with any, starters for the Pokemon. They're all very, very good. Okay. No twins anymore, so now we just gotta grab 5 from the shelter. I like all natures, hell yeah. I'm the same way. I really don't mind about any natures. I do enjoy the natures that prefer any flavor. I like those more, like bashful and docile and quirky and all of that. They're just my little baby no matter what. Absolutely, that's how I feel too. Which gave me hell trying to log in, but I'm here. Hi, Webpod. Welcome in. It's great to see you. We are closer to the tail end of our Poke Farm segment. Um, but I am very happy that you could join in with us. How is your Saturday? Have you been up to anything particularly fun, or do you have any particularly fun plans for the rest of the day? It was great. I'm actually working on setting up a role play to post later on today, actually. Ooh, that's very fun. I hope that that goes great. I do a bit of writing role play in my off time as well. Realized I didn't have a Poke Radar, so I scooped one of those up, finally shining hunting properly. Oh, Roma, you didn't have a Poke Radar this whole time? Well, I'm glad that you were able to get one now. They are essential to keep a shiny chain. 2, 3, 4, one more, 5. There we go. Just keep releasing the singles every time that I have to grab more eggs so that hopefully the shelter will always have my caterpies. I always really like when Nia days line up with Shazzy days because it makes trying to get through all of the shelter adopts a lot easier because you can actually hatch the eggs very quickly. Oh, the pinned bend wheel I got dialed in. Pitch bend. Oh, the pitch bend wheel I got dialed in on the first try. The mod wheel, though, I had to remove the rubber bumper from the end stops. Instead of 0 to 127, the value only went from 2 to 127. Again, Azzy, you may as well be speaking an entirely other language to me. I have no idea what any of that means. But hey, if you got it figured out, proud of you. I hope you and everyone else has a great, fun rest of stream. Thank you, Blue. Thank you so much for using me as the referral as well. I hope that you can enjoy the game even if you um don't have never played Pokemon. That's so funny to me. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Best of luck with your errands. Please be sure to take care of yourself. Eat some good food whenever it's lunchtime, okay? And be sure to hydrate. It's the controls from a MIDI keyboard. I gutted it and put all the parts in a flight case with a nice wooden control panel. Ooh, that sounds very pretty, Azzy. Best of luck. I usually love Shazzy but there's barely any Wimpod eggs in the shelter, so it's only good if I'm hunting anything but Wimpod. Yeah. That's how I'm feeling about Caterpie right now. There were a couple other people that were hunting Caterpie, but I think that they've stopped releasing eggs. And so now I'm the only one throwing Caterpie eggs in the shelter, and it makes it a lot harder to find them. It's a solid walnut. It looks delicious. like walnut wood, or is it like an actual like walnut that you can consume? I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know if that's a good idea. Walnut wood, and you want to eat the walnut wood? You shouldn't do that, Azzy. That's not good for you. Oh, had a Caterpie stick around. There we go. All right, let's see. We will see if we get Pokeroos with this next in the next couple of minutes. We'll also check at the top of the hour before we go on break just in case we get Pokeroos, although I doubt it. And if we don't, then that is when we will take our break. Oh, and look at that. We did hit 50K clicks while on stream today. Heck yeah. I figured we would, but it is good to know that I still got it and I can still hit a pretty high click count in just a couple of hours. Come on, last Caterpie. Finish up. There we go. Got those. We have no twins. Hi, Jorange. Welcome on in. It's wonderful to have you. Happy Saturday. You wrote a thing. Awesome. What did you write? No, but seriously, it looks so good. I'm pleased with how it turned out. Sanded it super smooth and then stained it in a nice warm colored teak oil. Oh, that's awesome, Azzy. That must look beautiful. Oh, congrats on getting your ghost rose. Please be sure to let me know which one it is. I'm glad that your hunting is finally paid off. So you know how I decided a bit ago that Nate would be a Hellenist? Yes, I do recall that from the last stream. Do you know about the fates in Greek mythology? I do. There we go. Okay, so we did not get Pokeroos here. We'll see if we get it at the top of the hour, but otherwise, that'll be it for the PFQ segment of this stream. Come on, Pokefarm, you can load. Thank you. I was right on my shelter guess. At last count, there are 27 matching eggs in the shelter. Wow. Is there something to check how many eggs of a certain species are in the shelter? While Nate is getting attacked by wolves, it's when I'll introduce Charlotte. The thing about Charlotte is that she likes to make cosplay and costumes. It'll cut between the two. Okay. And while Nate's getting attacked, she will be getting, drawing, and measuring and about to cut a piece of yarn thread. Gotcha. Oh, you got a Litwick? That's awesome, Rose! Congrats! Litwick is a great Pokemon. Just a cute little candle. Got another albino. That's awesome. Okay, that's 4. Quick math. That is 7, 2, 5. There we go. But before she nips it, she hesitates to cut because it's too short, and then the wolf gets shot. Ooh, I see. That is very cool. I like the references to the fates. They like spicy food like their papa, and they're brave, unlike my anxious. That's awesome, Rose. I'm very happy for you. You'll have to level it up into a beautiful chandelure. When you go hunting for a species, if you have the black flute, go to flutes on the shelter page and it'll show the amount. Oh, I never knew that. That's so cool. Thanks, Wimpod. It's very cool. Okay. And so then the higher your chain is, the greater of a chance of finding your egg. Okay, that's fascinating, actually. I don't know how I never knew that. Also, I decided he worships Lady Artemis and Lord Apollo. Very cool. And also very good choices. It maxes out at 50% once you've hatched 100 in a chain. Okay. I knew that when you made a chain, you got a better higher chance of finding your eggs for that chain. I didn't realize that you could check what the actual percentage was. And I had no idea about being able to see what or how many eggs match your chain in the shelter. That is very, very cool. Even after playing this game for so long, I'm still learning new things. 2, 4, 5. There we go. We'll release these singles. Okay. And then we'll also click wolf. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Um, okay, I've clicked some of wolf's already. I see. Oh, did I just? Okay, I did just choose the one field that I left off on. Nice. I wonder if we'll be able to hatch enough shinies on site to get Psy Day tomorrow. I'm kind of doubtful about it, but we are also fairly close. All the ghosts. I think after next month's type race and the Genesect hunt, that'll hunt Phantom to take a break from the bug decks. Heck yeah. Yeah, you always need to take breaks from your projects because otherwise it'll just kind of turn into a slog. Ghost is your favorite Pokemon type, Dark is second and Poison is third. I would say that normal is my favorite type. I don't think I've met a normal type Pokemon that I don't like, at least in some way, shape, or form. Something about them are just so cute. I haven't counted in a bit, but I think about 38 shinies and 37 albinos in the bug decks. Awesome, Wimpod. That's great. It probably would be better if I stuck to just trying to fill out a type dex instead of wanting to get a 100% living dex for regular shiny albino and Milan. But alas, I never think in terms of patience. I always go for big projects no matter what it is. Um, yeah, since I'm gonna be hunting bug stuff until next type race, I should swap that stuff in my about me since I'm no longer hunting dark Pokemon. Let's see. Here, bug. Here we go. Bug, 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 bug. There we go. Save that in. Hi, Nova. Welcome in. Happy Saturday. How are you? Are you up to anything fun? I want to have a full shiny albino dex, but I'm going by type so I can do my wish forge. Oh, I see. That's actually pretty smart. That way you can focus in on one type as you go. I got very impatient about wanting to get Wish Alloy, so when I was fairly far in all of my badges, I ended up just buying the rest of the gems that I needed, which was expensive, but I was very happy to have it done. Guys, we have two twins. There we go. I'm good, just working and wanted to make sure to get you pulled up. Aw, I appreciate that, Nova. I hope that work is going smoothly. Please don't get too distracted by me over here. You gotta focus in on your work so you can get paid. It's been pretty busy, but I get to work at my own pace. Okay, well that's good. Do you work from home or do you work in an office slash whatever sort of job you have? I don't remember if you've told me what you do for work, so apologies if you have. I work from home? Gotcha. Okay. Well, then it's a little bit more okay if you have me pulled up, huh? I also work from home, so I watch a lot of Twitch streamers while I am on the clock. What my boss doesn't know won't hurt him. Work for a software company in tech. Ooh, that's cool. So fancy. I hope you get good benefits from that. One, three, four, five. There we go. I have 3 projects going actively. A record of the V-Wave and Pokemon of the Day every day, the Bug Dex, and a record of all my sales in my shop. Wow! That's impressive, one pod. I used to keep track of the bonuses every day, but I could not keep up with it. I'm so bad about doing things on a daily basis that at one point I just stopped. And it does make Pokefarm more enjoyable because there's a little bit less of a slog to write all that down every day. My journal is gonna have like 20 pages by the end of the year. It's so fair. Come on, Poke Farm. I know I'm clicking a lot, but you just need to last for a couple minutes. Come on. Sally is not happy with having so many people online. Too much stuff for her to keep track of. We're a really small company, so the benefits are meh, but I work with nonprofits, so that gives me the warm fuzzy feelings. Aw, that is a benefit. If you're happy with your job and you like what you're doing, then that is the most important thing. And it really sucks that the economy is kind of getting to such a place that benefits and wages and whatnot kind of start to outweigh that stuff. That's kind of where I'm at with my day job. I don't get any benefits from my day job because I'm considered a contractor and not a full employee, despite doing full employee things. Um, and so I don't actually get any benefits, so I have to pay for my own insurance, and I don't get anything in retirement and, like, all that stuff, and even though I really like the job, it has been making staying in that job very difficult to justify because The economy's bad, and I would love to not have to pay for my own insurance, for example. Ugh. Yeah, or 5. Let's see. Terra's still going. We probably won't finish clicking Wolf's fields before we finish out. Well, maybe actually. Maybe I can click 1700 Pokemon in 60 seconds. It depends on if Sally stutters a lot. Trying to click a little slower to see if that'll help, or maybe I should pause and let the clicks register. Time to hatch. Yeah, the whole site, it appears, is kind of slowing down a little bit. So, probably a good thing that we're already planning on switching away from Poke Farm. One, two. Come on, Caterpie. Stop hiding. 3, 4. One more. I'm gonna hop on off. I wanted to pop in and say hello. Hope you have a nice stream. Thank you, Wimpod. I appreciate you popping in and chatting. I hope you have a great rest of your day. All right. We did not get Pokeroo, so that is where we are going to end our Poke Farm segment. Let me pop us on over here. Okay. We are going to take a break so that I can go and make some lunch. But before I do, I'm gonna do a couple of things. First, we're going to switch to just chatting. Because we'll probably chat a little bit when I return with some food. Um Next, is that I'm going to put you all on break, and then I'm also going to leave you with a poll. So, the original plan was going to be to do Animal Crossing, but as I said at the start of the stream, my capture card is not working, so unfortunately, we cannot do that. Very unfortunate. So instead, I have a couple of options, and I'm going to do a poll to see what you all would prefer. What to do for second half of stream. So the first option is to play the game Superliminal, um, which is a game that I've barely played anything of. Um, and so I don't know too much about it, but I know it's a fun little puzzle game. Another option is to play Blueprints, which I have played through in some capacity, but I have not finished the game. Um, and so we could run through that and we could all hang out together while we do some puzzles. And then the third option is to do an art stream and I do some more art for all of you because I always love to draw. I didn't finish the doodles for stream um on Tuesday. Oh, you did not miss the stream, Delir. No, no, no. We're just taking a break soon. And we're trying to decide what we're doing in the second half of stream. Uh so those are the three options that we have. I am going to start this poll. I'm setting the poll for 10 minutes, so it'll last all through break. Um, and sure, I'll allow some additional votes if y'all want to vote with your channel points. Why not? Um, Say that it's like 10 scrapbook stickers per vote. So we will start that poll. That's going to last for 10 minutes. I'm going to send you all to the BRB screen. We're going to have a 10-minute break. I'll put on words on stream as well, so you have something to do while I'm going to make my sandwich. and you all kind of discuss amongst yourselves and vote for whatever you would prefer to do. Um, so with that, I will leave you all for just a little bit, and please enjoy the break. Thank you. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry to cut off your game of words on stream. How is everyone doing? Sorry, Assy, I'm sorry. Is seeing my face good enough for that? Is that enough? Hi, Xaxian. Hi. Hi, Delir. It's wonderful to see you guys. Apologies, I will be eating my sandwich. So it looks like the poll was almost unanimous within art stream. So that is what we will be doing after I eat just a little bit. In the meantime, you do have to deal with my little face and chatting with me. Enjoy that lurk, Roma. Have a great day. What kind of sandwich? It is a turkey sandwich with a slice of cheddar cheese. Nice and simple. Look at that precious face. Welcome back, San. Aw, Delia. You sweetie. You sweetheart. I wish I had slightly better tracking so you guys could see me chewing. But alas, I do not. Ugh. Zexian, you can't quote that at me. You can't quote Undertale at me. You'll get me all emotional in the middle of stream. The mouth wiggles a bit, so it kind of tracks. Gotcha. Yeah, when I rigged this model, it smiles by default. So like even if I'm completely deadpan, I'm still smiling. Uh so it doesn't track quite as well when I am chewing because it can't pick up all of the little ways that my mouth moves. I still want to get an art piece done involving that. It's a very good quote. It's a very good quote and very good for art. Sex went through a lot in D&D and in lore. Hell yeah. What is D&D if not a vessel to traumatize characters? Am I right? I got some new type of bread at the store this week. I don't really like it. It's so thick. The main part of the bread is fine, but the crust is like extra thick and tough. So I've not been eating the crust on my sandwiches like I usually do. I feel like a little kid again. Zex was my first D&D character. Oh, nice. That's awesome that Zex has stuck around with you that long then. My first D&D character was Eldon Shortwick, who was a halfling cleric. And I first played D&D with 3.5 edition. Then I made a swashbuckling rogue named Jackie Daniels. I see. Did she really enjoy her liquor as well? For our art stream that we're going to be doing, I will continue working on the doodles that I owe people. And I'll probably add the our usual little doodle thing. I'll add that in again as an option for people. Yes, and she operated a pirate ship named the Grey Clam. Very nice. Apologies if my little model falls asleep. I'm briefly ducking out of um the webcam so that I can grab my tablet. Couldn't think of the word. Here for now. Yeah, she was also referencing Jack Sparrow. Has not played D&D, but has made plenty of character concepts for D&D. That's so fair, Delir. I actually don't make too many D&D character concepts like for PCs, despite playing in several D&D campaigns. I make a lot of concepts for NPCs, but actual PCs I usually struggle to make. I've only made 3. I've only made 3 PCs in my life. Hi, Esther. Have some homework to do, so I'll be lurking, but wanted to say hi. Thank you. I appreciate you stopping in. I hope that we could be good background noise, or at least good, like, visual company while you're doing your homework. I think my next character will be a centaur bard. Ooh, that's very cool. Are bards your favorite class? Since I assume Xaan is, just given your name. I love playing bard. They're very good. It's always fun when people have like that one class that they enjoy playing. Mine is cleric. I'll always play a good cleric, followed by rogue. I've grown to really enjoy rogues as well. I can mess with the DM a lot. Are you one of those people that flirts with everything? Or tries to, like, talk your way into low prices at every shop? That sort of thing? Almost done eating. I always eat so fast on stream. Yes, and also getting spells that mess with the enemy NPCs to where the DM can't ruin our fun. Oh no. Well, a DM shouldn't be trying to ruin your fun anyway. Yeah. Just the crust is left on my sandwich. Poor sandwich. I threw a boss into a portable home and trapped him in the void. I forget the spell's name. Gotcha. Every good boss has to have counter spell equipped. Just in case. Okay. Let me set this aside. My model will probably do a little freak out because I need to grab my tablet behind me momentarily. Hang on. Ugh. It's upside down. Okay. Push my tablet up there. Ugh, there we go. And plug this in. And plug this in. Ugh, there we go. Wake up, tablet. My ghost army is ever growing. Hell yeah, Rose. There's a spell bards can learn where you can summon a mansion and also send it back to the void for when you want it back. I think I've heard of that one, yeah. That does sound familiar. Got my pen, got my tablet. Oh, I have to take my lunch meds. That's what I was forgetting to do. Where did I put that? There it is. Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion. Yes. I recently got a slightly higher dose of meds that I have to take daily. And they're so big. Such big pills. Hate taking them. There we go. Literally persuaded a boss to come into the mansion for ale and negotiations and then just locked him in when he went through. Listen, that's nice and creative. And it works. If it works, it works. Alright, let me open up Flip Studio. There we go. Let me change our category. There we go. Got that updated. Okay. Now I need to adjust my camera so that I'm not staring down at the ground the entire time. Sorry that you all have to listen to me run through all of my stuff. Let's move this camera. I'm gonna glitch out for a minute, but it's okay. Everything is fine. There we go. Now I will not be closing my eyes quite as often, hopefully. Uh, Let me this over here. Put that there. There we go. Now I can see everything a lot easier. So let's swap on over here. I need to get tiny. Oh, I can't see my buttons. Oh, there we go. Oh, let's see. Doodle info. Oh, you guys should not be seeing that. So sorry. You should be seeing that. There we go. Okay. There we go. Took a while to get all of that set up. I don't know why it switched my Firefox thing. Tablet not fully plugged in. Ugh. Everything is Ugh. There we go. Now will my pen work? No. Why not? I don't understand why it's not working. Apologies for the scuff. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, now it's working. It was just being mean. Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry for any glitching that was happening while I was getting stuff set up as well. But now we can actually get it to the art stream portion. The three arms, oh yeah. You're not supposed to see it behind my tablet. Okay. Let's see. Where are my doodles? There they are. We'll continue working on Zexians from the stream. Okay. And back we go. It will be nice to work some more on these doodles because I did not have the time throughout the week to continue working on them like I was hoping for. I love how you made Chibi's X so cute. Aw, I'm so glad. We'll make the outline a bit thicker. See how that looks. It's a little bit different from how I usually do um, these doodle lines, but I think it would look cute. There we go, like that, and then we'll use a smaller brush to get everything on the inside. Do 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 do. I love his little expression that I gave him. Just like, yeah, I know I'm cool. Yep, it's Big Shot. So, get this part of the arm. Can't have too much detail in the doodles, or else it'll just get a little bit too busy. There we go. We'll do the line art for everyone first, and then we will grab the colors. Do 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 do. This week I've been putting together more stuff for my VGen, and I've been pretty happy with how it's been turning out. I'm very happy to be getting more of the prices worked out and finalized. Okay, turn that off and let's get some solid color. Then we'll apply the actual colors in a little bit. My model always looks so mad when I'm looking down at my tablet. I hope it comes off as me concentrating and not just me being pissed off at the art that I'm doing. All right, there we go. We had Chikorita drawn already, so now we'll do Rowlet. Rowlet's so cute, just a little orb. There we go. just love how round Rowlet is, which a lot of owls are very round like that, but he's just adorable. Rowlet, my beloved, you have good taste. You have good taste, Esther. Just the cutest little bird. Oh, it's your favorite Pokemon? Oh, that's awesome. Very good choice in that case. There we go. I look over, I see Rowlet, I drop everything I'm doing. Oh, Lettuce! That's such a cute name! Oh, that is adorable. There we go. Rowlet was nice and easy to draw. Just being a circle. The Borb. The bird orb. Lady, I forget if I've ever asked you, do you have a favorite Pokemon? I feel like we've had this discussion before and I'm just blanking on what the answer is. Now we'll draw Turtwig. Do, do, do. I was going for an ingredient theme for my Sun and Moon playthrough, and it stuck so well. I love naming Pokemon and animals just in general after food. I think it makes them adorable. That's why our mascot is named Bree. Alright, we'll get the legs. Cute little turtle legs. I guess tortoise legs. Turtles don't have legs like this. I am very happy that these very silly little doodles that I started making have been so popular with people. I honestly wasn't sure if they would be because they're like so simple in such a silly way, but it does make me happy that people enjoy them. There we go. Cute little Tartwig. Okay, now we can add the actual colors. So we'll start with Zexion. Let me grab the reference for that. Make a little window so that I can have all the references there. Where is my DMs with Zex? There they are. That and that. Alright. Let's start applying some colors. I'm hoping to work a lot more on different commissions this weekend. I've got some that are starting to pile up that I need to get on top of. Um, and I'm hoping to make some more progress with that. Ideally, I could clear out my queue in the next like month or two because I do not like having too much stuff piled up. That does start to stress me out. I have been having the most vivid dreams lately. I don't know what it is, but every night I have been having just dreams that are so vivid, and I remember them pretty well when I wake up. Unless I really think about them and write them down, then I don't tend to remember them a couple hours after. But for a little bit, I do remember just a lot about them, and I have no idea why I've been having just so many in-depth dreams. It's been just really weird lately. I've especially been having a lot of dreams about returning to college. Um, but it's not just about like returning to college and having a nice time. I will have a dream that like I have been going to college for the past like year and I forgot to go to every single one of my classes. The amount of dreams about that in particular I have had. I will just wake up all anxious for the rest of the day because no, what if I'm actually like going to college and I've been paying tuition for the past 2 years and I haven't gone to a single class because I just forgot that I'm going to college. Oh no. Help. I made you addicted. Well, good. That is what the goal is. The goal is to get as many people addicted to Poke Farm as possible. It's part of my evil plan. There we go. A little bit of shine on here. Okay, and then we've got the darker color, that here, and then we've also got that on the belt. There we go. Oh, you know something funny that's been happening lately? So I made a new TikTok yesterday, where I wanted people to recommend small streamers that they enjoy. Because I've been wanting to find new streamers to watch, and I also want to start a new series on TikTok where I feature smaller streamers. Um, and in the video, I told people, like, listen, the only catch is that you can't advertise yourself, okay? You have to advertise other people. Like, this is about uplifting small creators. And it's so funny every time somebody will comment being like, me, I'm a small creator, I'm a small streamer, because I know that they haven't actually watched the video. They saw me say I'm looking for small streamers and they're like, me. And I'm just like, "Well, now I'm definitely not checking you out because you don't even have the patience to watch through a single video. Like, you're just trying to advertise yourself at that point." You know? I'm small. I'm not a streamer, though. I'm just small. You're so tiny, Azia. Itty bitty. Yeah, I saw it. I was like, "Haha." But, I mean, that just, uh it's almost like a little trick to be like, "Okay, well, now I definitely know not to check you out because you can't even follow simple instructions." Like, I will definitely open up a comment section before I finish a video, but I will never comment until I finish something. I never wanna look like a dunce, um, because I didn't watch something to the conclusion and, like, maybe, there's, like, a different point than what I thought it was, you know? Ah, Fennekin! Oh, I love Fennekin. Fennekin is another one that I really, really like. Let me erase this, actually. There we go. Makes it look like he should have a shirt on, but he does not. Well, he does have a shirt on, just not visible. Okay. There's that. Let's add the color to the line art. Oh, like why is that not dropping any color? It's because I did not have an actual pen selected. Color in the hair. And to be a bit more careful with the line art. Just a tad. Color that bit in. Oh, I did color a little bit outside the lines. There we go. I've started watching some new stuff on YouTube lately just because I needed something new on my page. And what I've started watching, and I have no idea why it appeals to me the way that it does, but I started watching um, competitive food eaters, like the people that will eat like a big amount of food in one sitting, man versus food type stuff. Um, and I started watching um, some of those things. And I have no idea why, because I would never eat food that much food or anything. So I'm not sure why it appeals to me, but there's something just very impressive about watching somebody eat just a huge amount of food for no real reason other than the love of the game. That in, color this in. You might. Oh, Beard Meats Food is the one that I was watching. Actually, yeah. See, it's so funny that you recommend them. Yeah, that is who got me to start watching that stuff. I saw he had, like, a thing about a ginormous, like, plate of breakfast, and I was like, "Whoa, that looks cool." I think it does remind me a bit of being a kid because I did used to watch Man vs. Food, with my dad when I was younger. So it feels like I'm a little kid again. But yeah, Beard Meats Food is a very sweet individual. I like how he, riffs off of the people in the restaurant with him. It's very sweet. And so I think I like it because I like his commentary and I like his personality. I can only watch him while I also eat food because I get so hungry. That's so fair. He's so precious. Yeah. Very nice. Do, 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 do. Tell me why you did it. There we go. Heartbreaking, ain't no heartbreak. Then we'll be very careful to color in here. We'll leave the metal chest plate for last to color in, I think. There we go. And then we'll grab chest plate here. Color that in. Oh, can't color in part of the arm though. That's not what we want. For Valentine's Day, that is happening on a stream day. That's happening on Saturday. And so I am planning on playing some very silly um visual novels, like romance dating sim sort of a thing. I don't want to play super popular ones that are very well known and very good. Like I don't want to play Dream Daddy or Date Everything or whatnot because one, they're pretty long, and two, um I want to play more of the like really silly ones because I'm aromantic, so I really don't care about romance that much. The KFC game. I played the KFC game for Valentine's Day the first time around that I did streaming, so I don't want to do that one again. Although that was a very funny one. Uh, but I'm planning on looking around on Steam and seeing if I can find any other silly little dating sim games or ones that are nice and short. Um, and if any of you have any recommendations or you find any, please be sure to let me know. For visual novels, there's a Kickstarter plus demo release for this one called In My Orbit. Is that like a more serious, like genuine one though? Oh, actually, before we switch, I need to add our little gaps in the line art. It was a huge fun seeing you play that. I'm so glad, Azzy. It was very fun. The Valentine's Day stream was very, very fun. And I'm hoping to have some interactable stuff that we can do on stream um, for that stream specifically as well. I would say it's serious, yes, like actual dating, then I probably won't play it. Because I don't like visual novels. It's not a style that I really enjoy, so I can't really get into the ones that like want to take themselves seriously, and I don't want to do that to um a game that is trying to provide something. I want to do that with very silly games where you're not really supposed to take it seriously, you know? Okay, next up is Chikorita, cutie. Let's grab her colors and her colors. There we go. Oh, I totally forgot her little spikes on her neck. There we go. How could I forget? Add the little toenails. The little toenails honestly kind of they don't freak me out, but they're just really odd to me. Like why do you have little toenails, Chikorita? What's up with that? I demand an answer. There we go. And we'll grab the color for the eyes. We will apply that first. There we go. Then apply this color. Oh, let's make it a bit brighter. There we go. Ah, thank you so much. Thank you, Jade. Hello. Welcome in. How are you? I hope you are doing wonderful today. Hi, cutie. No, you. You're the cutie. What the heck? Be talking about yourself. Colored darker. Not that dark though. Like here? There we go. I like that. Posture check. Thank you very much. I can't shrimp while I'm doing the art. I appreciate that. Look at this. There we go. I like that color. I like that one. Hi, Roma. Welcome back. Wonderful to have you. By the way, Jade, how was your Saturday? Are you doing anything fun or exciting today? Go. A little bit darker for the mouth. There we go. Such a cute little chikorita. Here. We'll add in our little gaps. I'm doing pretty good so far, mostly trying to do stuff and stay awake to get my regular schedule back. I start work again tomorrow. Ah, that's fair. That's fair. How long were you on a break for? That definitely will determine how difficult it will be to get back onto your regular schedule. And now Rowlet needs to get some colors. Chikorita's so cute. I agree. I love Chikorita so much. Come here, Rowlet. Alright, so he's got some white. Ew. Got that color. And we've got some of this. Those are slightly off, but that's okay. Like 2 weeks? Oh yeah, that will be difficult to get back into the groove of then. I wish you the best of luck. Sending you all of the good vibes so you can get back on schedule. I find that I fall out of my schedule even if it's only been um like 3 days or something. A 3-day weekend, I'll be all out of whack. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. There we go. Let's see. The beak also be like that, and then we've got the orange on the bottom. And there we go. There's a Rowlet. Cutie. Cyndaquil is my number one starter, but Rowlet is my second. Very good choices. How can you not love Rowlet, honestly? It's just too cute. When I determine my favorite starter, I usually include like the entire line in my consideration. Um it is very rare that I will choose a favorite starter only based on the OG um design, the base color in those eyes. Exactly, I love Tepig, but the evolution line kills it for me. Same. It has grown on me in the years. I really did not like it when it first came out. Um, but it's grown on me a lot. But honestly, I don't really love any of the starters from that gen. Snivy to Seviper, that is not correct. But Snivy's line, Superior, that's what it's called. Um, I think that's the best line of the generation, but I don't know, I'm just not a huge fan of any of them. I like Snivy to Superior because I do like that it's kind of a new sort of a Pokemon that it takes, you know? Um, so often the Pokemon will go from like 4 legs up to 2 legs, but Snivy goes from 2 legs to no legs. Favorite starter is probably Turtwig, then Rowlet, then Chikorita. Very good choices, X. I see that you enjoy the grass starters. Okay. Same thing, we gotta add the gaps to the line art. I mostly like fire starters, but grass starters can be good too. That's about how I feel, Roma. Yeah, Bulbasaur is very, very good. It's hard to pick the favorite for me. So fair. Pokemon are like your children. It's hard to pick like a favorite. They're all your babies. Come here, Turtwig. Beauty patootie. Zoom in so I can get you colors. Ads will be starting in about 5 minutes. I can't believe it's already been an hour. Does not feel like it has been. Time always goes so fast when I'm talking to all of you. Do a slightly darker color for the inside of the mouth. I have so many favorites, but I have a favorite, and it isn't even a ghost type. Oh, Absol, very good choice. I became very attached to Absol, due to the Mystery Dungeon games. Same with the Gardevoir. That's also why I became attached to Gardevoir. Oh, I did not mean to put those colors on the same layer. Oh well. Do, 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 do. My absolute favorite Pokemon is Altaria and Swablu. Very good choices, Roma. Altaria looks so fluffy. I wish that there was a real life Altaria so that I could just, I don't know, stick my nose in its fluff. It just looks like it would be so soft and nice to touch, to hold, to sleep on. Color in the strap on the back. Oh, I wish I was playing Animal Crossing. Feels so sad that the capture card didn't work. I was really looking forward to playing Animal Crossing for all of you. I'll have to either get a new one or keep fiddling with the one that I have. I love Cloudbird. I especially love Shiny Swablu, Butterbird. A beautiful golden bird. Color in that side of the mouth, and then we'll do default color on the rest of it. There we go. A nice brown as well. I feel maternal about this Turtwig. It does look really cute, doesn't it? I think it's the eyes. The silly, not all their eyes. Ba 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 ba. All right. Color in the strap. Oops, I wanted that underneath. There we go. Look at that Turtwig! It's so cute. There we go. Beauty. All right, let's add the gaps in the line art. And then I believe we will be done with this for Zexian. And Zex, I will still owe you 4 more doodles. Oh, actually, I'm not done. I forgot to color these feet over here. But Zex, I will still owe you 4 more doodles, so if you ever come up with something for that, just let me know. But of course, there's no rush. I will keep a note of it so that I can get you what I owe you whenever it is that you desire. There we go. I should really try drawing Pokemon sometime. You should. They're very fun. They're basically just silly little shapes. I honestly don't struggle with drawing too many Pokemon. There are a couple that I do struggle with because they're just more complex or I just can't quite figure out the shapes of them. But overall, they're pretty easy. Ah, look at them. They're so cute. All right, let me save that because I have not been saving. I've been bad. But I will export this and send it to Zexian after the stream. In the meantime, let me check what's next on my list. Next is Teeth. Let me go see. Oh yeah, Teeth sent me some complex characters to draw. Did they send me a pose? Did I forget to ask them that? Okay, free reign. Gotcha. Alrighty then. Let's see. These guys are nice and complicated. So I'm definitely going to be simplifying this design. If I had to draw a Machoke, I think I'd follow up and return to the earth. But why? It's just a man. A muscular man at that. You could draw muscles, I'm sure. Machamp would be harder, I think, because more muscles and more arms. That makes it more complex. My favorite Pokemon is Banette. Ooh, that's a very good choice. I usually see people say that they really like Misdreavus, but not necessarily Banette, so that's very awesome, Jade. I don't know what pose to do guy, because I don't know about him. I guess I'll just have him do like a kind of generic little actiony pose. They're just my favorite hate-filled little guys. Oh yeah, I forgot that that was the lore for Banette, huh? It's so rare that I remember about Pokemon that are filled with hatred and whatnot, you know. Okay, let's make this body slightly smaller. What am I gonna do for the body? Because you have so many straps and whatnot on. I'll probably add that as line art, but the actual like bodysuit will have to be extremely simplified. I finished a big assignment I was dreading, also Megalovania jump scare as soon as I unmute. Well, I am proud of you for finishing that big assignment, Aster. Good job! Sorry about the jump scare, but you know, it's just celebration now that you are done. It does come out a little bit, like a little chin chin strap thing. Then you've got hair that is kind of like fold over the okay, good. There is a closer look at his face. So he does have kind of bangs that are like swept to the side, sort of a thing. Megalovania is such a banger. There we go. Really funny fact, when I was 13, as soon as I pressed the button to kill Sans, my power cut out. The entire rest of the day, I was terrified Sans was gonna get me IRL like a creepypasta or something. Oh no. Oh, that is bad timing. But also, shame on you for going through um that route. Tisk tisk. I could never. There we go. A bit more of that, and then I have no idea if his hair is short in the back or if he has a ponytail, because I never see the back of his head in these pictures. So I'm going to leave it nice and vague where you can't tell either way. Do do do. Boyo. That's way too big. There we go. Oh, that's such a funny little face to give him. Yeah, I'll do that. I think she'll like that. Gotta get this eyebrow just right. There we go. I like that. Okay, then everything like comes off of the neck. Okay. And then we're just gonna do like it's just like a full bodysuit, and then we'll do like colors rather than line art because there's just too much to do. And then we'll add line art on top. Okay, I can't see the feet, so I'm just gonna assume that the feet is also a part of the bodysuit. I got no idea. Okay. Then on top of that, do 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 do. By the way, today may end up being a bit of a shorter stream than usual. I'm feeling weirdly tired today. I don't know if it's because I ended up staying up too late last night or if I am potentially getting sick like my sore throat indicates. I'm hoping that is not the case. But hopefully getting off stream a bit early and getting some extra rest will prevent anything from coming of it, you know. There we go. That. If you will hydrate, I will hydrate. Thank you very much. Actually a good reminder. I've not been drinking my water as much as I should be. Delicious. Delicious water. Okay. Probably yeah. The line art makes it look like it's such a simple little figure because most of this is going to end up being details in the bodysuit. Okay, the main problem is that there's weird lighting. This is slightly less weird lighting. Alrighty. Apply a bit of color there, and then we've got some dark hair. We've also got some scars on the face. I cannot forget to apply. Color in this little ear clip as well. Okay, so we've got a couple of scars. He's got like two at the top of his head, and he's got kind of like a Y-shaped scar here on the side of his face. Got a couple on his face there. He's got a little bit of one on his chin. Oh, he does have actually a bit of rough on his face, so I should add a little bit of that as well. Little vibe of scruff. There we go. That looks a little bit more like him now. Then for this, we will also add very light amount to go against it so that it looks more like a scar kind of coming off of the face. There we go. Good enough, methinks. And then for the bodysuit, it's mostly kind of whitish grayish. Then we've got some darker plating. That. There we go. And then we've also got all right, this whole like front side also dark. Comes in like that. And there's some kind of like along the side. A little bit there. And then what about down here? They've got a little bit here. That. Hi, Leviathan. Welcome in. I hope you're having a great Saturday. Dan, does having a Pokemon of the egg type you're hatching in your party improve XP gain? No. You improve XP gain on an egg through your badge level of that type. So if you have a high like fairy badge, then your fairy eggs will hatch faster and get more EXP gain. And if you have a Pokemon of the same species in your party, then that will also slightly improve the XP gain. So like if you're hatching Caterpies and you have a Butterfree in your party, then that will also hatch a little bit faster. And you can have up to 3 in your party to get a maximum bonus, but I honestly don't find the bonus to be all that great, so I tend to stick with either one or honestly even none. Because it's not the best bonus in my opinion, so I usually don't bother. Let's see, and then they also have this, which I'll just color the whole leg down because I don't know what the feet look like. Okay, we'll do that, and then there's also some red stripes in areas as well, like some here and here, some along the side here. There's some going this way, mine here and here. There's some on the arm as well. Not really in the like chest part though, it looks like. Um, okay. And then we'll also grab slightly darker amounts, and that will be for these wires that come through here. Um, okay, it looks like those wires actually kind of go like from the throat down. And then we'll do a little bit to add some dimension around here like this as well. And then on the knees, we'll add a little knee plate. Who's this doodle of? It looks cool. Let me see. It is of a character, Arthur Nightingale from Warframe, which I've never played Warframe. But this is one of my friend's favorite characters, and they paid for a doodle of this guy and of their Warframe character that I'm going to be drawing next. It's an extremely simplified version of this guy. It does not do him actual justice because my little doodle style does not quite match. But the character itself does look very cool. And one day I will play Warframe. It's on my list. It's on my list. My never-ending list. Oh, that's my pencil. Pencil, I wouldn't be using a pen. What song is this? Oh, the Me Maker theme. That makes sense. It did not repeat my playlist though. This is a different random playlist. There we go. I actually put that on loop so that it will play my music again. I'll do that. Just that slightly. There we go. What color is eyes? One is dark, one is cloudy. This one's dark, then this one is cloudy. Do a little darker so that that doesn't quite blend in. Here, do that. And then the bodysuit isn't going to get too many fanciful colors because there's already kind of a lot going on with it as it is. We'll do that. That up there. Then we will add the detailing on the doodle. Oh. There we go. There we go. And then carefully make sure that I got all the outside edges all good. There we go. Hi, Evie. Welcome in. Happy Saturday. Are you up to anything fun today? Oh, and then also need to do this little like earpiece thing. There we go. Let me save this. Alright, there's the one, and now the other one that they got. Very cool looking character. I can actually copy it over, please. Please, Discord. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. I'm hanging out with some friends, but I wanted to stop by and say hi. Aw, I appreciate that. I hope that you have fun with friends. Thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate you. What pose do I want to put them in? Um, I'm not sure. We'll do something of a sassy-ish pose, maybe. Just because in this little character model, they look pretty sassy. To me, oh yes, to me, your eyes and me. That. Have the arm like kind of going outward a bit. Let's make this head a bit bigger. There we go. Okay, let's see. Let's look at the face. Okay. They have a very cool headpiece. They have, let's see, they have some blunt bangs.
Look at all those chickens.
Leviathan,
Leviathan
thank
Mech
you.
sent 2 pages to others to add in.
Thank you so much for that. Please let me know what you would like for your doodle and I'll add you to the queue. I would like a doodle, please. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Can we get some chickens in chat in celebration? Thank you so much for gifting those subs out to Rose and Last and Eon. But yes, if you would like to me to draw a doodle for you, you can either send it to me on Discord, or if you're don't have me on Discord, you can also send me a whisper on Twitch. Whatever is easiest for you. Let's see. It does have ears. That. Horizon will be history. Are you still hard at work with Poke Farm, lady? What are you up to? It looks like the hair kind of like just goes off to one side. We're going to expand the bangs a little bit this way. Hair goes out over here. Full way like that. There we go. I'm organizing my Poke Farm fields. Hell yeah, Roma. I hope that's going well. Organizing can always be a bit of a pain depending on um, just how detailed your field organization is getting. Got like a that also has like a bit that goes out that way. Does have some other bits, but I'm going to be leaving that there. Mostly separating out my legendaries and mass releasing. Got you. Okay. Let's see. Let me write down Leviathan gets 1. If possible, I would like a. Absolutely, I can do that, Leviathan. I've added you to the queue. I don't know if we'll get to it on stream today, since we'll probably be ending soon-ish, since I'm feeling tired. But you have been added to the list, so if not today, hopefully we will get to it on Tuesday when we do our next art stream. Let's see, and then there is this part of it that goes out like this, and then it loops back up. Go over these as well in the same manner. Hi, Turbo! I hope you're having a great Saturday. It's wonderful to see you. I'm gonna leave out the eyebrows because I'm not sure what the vibes of this character are. Let's see, a little bit of eye paint. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to replicate that. Been lurking for a while, finally got a moment to type. How's it going? It's going pretty well. I'm enjoying drawing with everyone. Getting a bit more done. Okay, let's see. So she has these very big arm pieces that kind of go out like that. Then her actual arms. Then has, I think, a piece that goes like that. Then a big belt here. Glad you've been vibing. Thank you. I'm also glad that you've been vibing and lurking. I hope that you have also been enjoying your time here. That a bit. Kind of give the impression of that. Then we've got the main pants and the shoes. Do, 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 do. Oh, there we go. Trying to make that a nice curve to it. And then same thing here. We're gonna have the big arm piece that goes out and the hand. Put that there. That goes out and that goes out. There we go. Tidy up this corner a little bit. Okay. Color that out. We can add this on top. And for this, we are going to color it a dark red already. Get that done. And now let's add a bit of colors. That, and then we have some very dark hair. Do, do, do. Let's see. Let's see. We will add just a base coat onto the whole thing because it is all pretty dark. That base coat there, and then the arm pieces are dark red like this. Um, do they wear gloves? I think they do. I can't tell what color the gloves are, though. I think they're black? They look black, so I'm going to assume that they are. Here, there we go. Um, then the arm pieces here are also darker. We'll color those in as well. Um, there's a little bit of variation in color, but it's a bit hard to tell exactly what the variation is. Like this, which is like a bit of like a ruddy brown. And we'll have those be the feet, and then we'll kind of leave it at that, I think. We'll have this be vaguely like goldish silverish because I can't tell which color it actually is. Same with these buttons over here. There we go. There is a bit of face paint. I want to do face paint in this style. Um, I'll do almost like kind of a vague scribbly effect because I can't get the details terribly well here. Like kind of like that, kind of like that. Like a whole bunch that happens kind of around the eyes. Who's this you're drawing? This is a Warframe OC that one of my friends has, and they purchased a doodle, so they wanted me to draw them. And they were like, "I'm so sorry for the very complicated design. You don't have to draw them." And I was like, "It's fine. I'll really simplify them." Let's see, some very pretty silver eyes as well. Sure that the silver eyes are still visible. There we go. My friend has been trying to get me to play Warframe because they're super duper into it, but I'm intimidated by it because Warframe is a very big game. But a lot of my friends have been trying to get me into a variety of MMOs. The hard thing is just actually finding the time to play them. Oh, it's also supposed to be a neck piece, actually. Forgot about that. Let's add this here. There we go. I tried Warframe, wasn't into it, but I know Warframe goes into a lot of different genres. That's fair. I have no idea if I'll like it or not, um, because obviously I haven't played it yet. My friend seems to think that I would really enjoy it, though. And I would like to get into more games that they enjoy. Oh, thank you so much, Hannah. Welcome on in. We're doing little doodles for um as little stuff for people on stream. I have a little thing where if you donate, you're able to get a little doodle of your own. Otherwise, I've been doing commissions in my more detailed style. These are my super simple doodles that are not too difficult to make. Isn't the team behind Warframe making a fantasy game? Maybe. I have no idea. But probably. Okay, there we go. Let me actually smooth out the lipstick because the texture of that brush makes it look like they've got really chapped lips, and that's not what I'm going for. There we go. That looks better. All right, so then that is that one done. Next up is Orange. Orange does have 3, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get through 3, so I might skip Orange just for right now. To do Daylight Rosette, who just has the 1.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Oh, thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate that. I hope that you enjoy your time here. Apologies for me kind of running around a little bit. Let's see. Where is this image? Oh, this character's so cute. There we go. Alrighty. Now, let's grab another doodle. Okay, this one is a horse. Getting busy again, going back to lurking. Have a good stream. Thank you, Turbo. I super appreciate you stopping by. Please have a great rest of your day, okay? Don't work too hard. Let's see. Kind of a pony in my doodly style. A little bean body. And we'll do longer legs so that it can be reminiscent of the pony style. I want to do a bit more of a dynamic pose. I don't want to do just a plain old sitting pose. Or sorry, standing pose. Let's see. I'll flip them around. I'll bring them up just a tiny bit. Have them be like kind of stretching upward, sort of a thing. Bit more like that, perhaps. Then I can do like another leg that's back a little bit more. Do something kind of like that, maybe. I'll have to refine that a little bit for the doodle style, but I think overall that works. Then, let's see, I'll have the head be looking upward just a little bit like that. Also make it bigger. Okay. Then we've got the ears. And this one's got a horn. Then it's also got some hair. Yeah. Let's refine this a bit. So, got the swoop of hair here. And we've got a bit of that. There, pokes up over here. A horn that pokes out over there, and then we've got the schnoz. There we go. That looks a bit more correct. The back of that leg was looking a little bit wonky. We'll adjust this leg a little bit. There we go. There we go. Put that in there. Do you get smooth lines like that through a lot of practice? I'm having trouble with curling the ends of my lines when I draw. Yeah, I think a lot of that comes just from getting to know your program and your tools, and then just a lot of practice. You'll be able to do lines a lot smoother like that. Just through practice, which is always annoying. It would be much easier if there was just a nice simple solution. Sides of the hair, ponytail. Mm, go out like this. Oop, there we go. That looks better. And then the tail is pretty long. There we go. Let me smooth out this edge of the hoof a little bit. There we go. Looks slightly less like a lethal weapon. But yeah, with art, um, usually the answer tends to be with practice. How long have you been drawing for, Hannah? There we go. Gonna make the head a little bit bigger for the doodle style. Just a little bit. Oh, let's take that out. There we go. A little bit more like that. Clean this up. Clean that. Clean that. There we go. I've drawn since I was little, only just got back into it last year after a lot of depression issues. Oh, that's very fair. I'm glad that you've been getting back into it. That's awesome. I do think that drawing and having an outlet like that also helps with mental health and whatnot. Just to have something that you can do that makes you happy. Oh, let's see. Clean up these edges here. And we'll add in the colors. There we go. Oh, never mind. I missed these up here. Clean up these other edges as well. Okay, now I think that the base colors are good. Clean. I don't usually add like little shading, but because the original design does have it, I'll do that here. Got this nice little golden color. Then with it, there was also this pretty blue. That. that. There we go. Add in a little bit of that there. What sort of things do you enjoy drawing, by the way? I keep thinking these questions in my head and then forgetting to actually verbalize them. My bad. Blue. You have a little bit of gold stripe at the front here. Then the rest of this is blue. Then we've got a little bit of blue here in the back, but everything else is gold. There we go. Fill this in a little bit that I didn't quite fill in right. Go. And then the cutie mark. Let's see. It's a blue rose surrounded by gold. Got it. Stem is smaller. The leaves are bigger. There's also little triangles. I forget to verbalize too. I like to draw animals and little chibis. Oh, that's so cute. I'd like to get into more detailed drawing sometime too. I hope you can. But that sounds adorable. I love drawing little chibis and cute little animals and stuff like that. Being able to just focus on the cute, simpler things, I think, is really nice. Alright, and then let's make this cutie mark a little smaller. Like right there. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now let's add the colors to the line art. Got some nice clear blue eyes. Add that here. There we go. This as well. Color in the hair. And we'll fix the color on the gold bits as well. Let me actually fix the edge of this line art that clips through slightly. There we go. Also, this that clips slightly. Okay. Back to coloring the hair. Part is also not colored in all the way. Why am I so sloppy? There we go. Color that, get this edge of the hair here, and then we'll add some gold color as well. Add that to these parts of the hair. clean up where I went outside the lines a bit. Whoops, not that color. There we go. Clean that edge up. I keep grabbing the wrong color. All right, there we go. Easy peasy. And with that, I think I'm actually going to call it early today. I really am feeling tired, and my throat does still hurt. So, just in case I am getting sick, I think it would be better that I end it today so I can rest up and hopefully not get fully sick. That is the hope. So, you turn that off and swap us on over here. Thank you guys so much for being here during stream. I super duper appreciate that. I had a lovely time and I hope all of you did too. I know this was a much more low key sort of a Saturday, but I hope all of you had fun and I appreciate you being here. Have a great day. Aw, thank you. You as well, Roma. I hope you have a wonderful day. I appreciate you all hanging out with me. I already know who we are going to go raid. We are going to go raid a friend of the channel who is currently doing a 12-hour stream today. We're gonna go raid Jaco. Let's see. I believe right now Jaco is doing. Oh, well, they said that they're doing Date Everything, but it looks like they're doing Minecraft. So we're probably going to mention that in our raid message. So let me that. And let me get our raid message set up. Let's see. Do. Ooh. That is going to be our raid message. Please be sure to copy it over so that Jaco knows we're all a part of the same raid. And I hope that all of you have a lovely rest of your Saturday. I am going to get plenty of rest. I'm going to relax, play some video games of my own, probably, and watch some JJK, which I'm very excited about. We will be back on Tuesday with another full art stream instead of this more low key surprise art stream that we did today. We will be continuing working on the doodles that we did not get through today. And for the rest of the week, we'll have to find out. Please be sure to join the Discord if you would like to. You can type !Discord. And you can also feel free to follow me on any other social media. So, as I leave you here today, please be sure to take care of yourself, eat some good food, drink some water, take your meds if you need to, and above all else, tell someone that you love them. Bye bye! Go say hi to Jaco! Bye bye!